Welcome to this week's edition of Weekly Wrap Up. Today I'm going to keep it very brief because there are a few talking points but not as many as I usually have. My first segment, as you know, is how did I miss that? Right, I did the match pre-review yesterday. The link is up there if you want to watch it. But one thing I forgot to mention is the awful decision by the referee, who gave a penalty when Jorginho got ran into from the behind, which forced him into challenging the attacker. But rather than giving it for Chelsea for the foul, he's actually given it the other way. Fortunately, justice prevailed and they missed the penalty. But come on, ref, if you can't see that, I don't even think we referred that one to VAR, but it was so blatant. So we've got to be performing better than this, especially when you've got help from VAR. Let's use the technology and make the right decisions. Right, secondly, I have an apology to make because, again, in yesterday's video, obviously when you're making videos, and a heat of the moment, so you say things and you think, oh no, I watched it back after I posted it and I thought, ooh, I've done something wrong here. So what I did, I said, if Valencia beat Ajax, that was the only way Chelsea could top the group. But I'm wrong, totally wrong, because obviously if Valencia beat Ajax and we win our game, due to Valencia having a better head-to-head than us, Valencia would top the group. The only way that Chelsea can top the group is if the Valencia-Ajax match ends in a draw and we win against Lille. And that is because we have a better head-to-head than Ajax. So here's hoping that Valencia can do us a favour and get a draw for that one. We win because there's some tough teams left in the Champions League, and I don't want to be facing one of the teams who tops their group. Right, now I'm going to be doing Rate This Rumour. I've mentioned a few names in previous videos. Today I'll be focusing on Nathan Ake. Nathan Ake, as you all know, used to play for Chelsea, and Chelsea have been heavily linked with him if our transfer ban is revoked in early December. He is a gettable player. He plays for Bournemouth, so I'm sure that, and we've got a clause in his contract where we can buy him back, a buyback clause where we can get him back for 40 million. As I said before, positives is that he's a left-sided centre half. He's grown into a leader now at Bournemouth. The downside is his height issue because we're quite a short side anyway. He's not the biggest, tallest of centre backs. So set pieces where we are weak at the moment. He's good in the air, don't get me wrong, he's quite good in the air, but we've definitely got that height issue. I'd like to see a taller, more commanding centre back. But him and Zuma might work and give Tomori a rest at times. He's also got the versatility in that he can play left back, also in the centre of midfield as well. So those are some pluses. But I'm also hearing that Jose Mourinho's after him as well. Jose Mourinho knows him from his Chelsea days, but he didn't really play him a lot, so that's a strange one. I remember when Rafa Benitez was there, Rafa Benitez used to play him a lot, then Jose took over, and I'm not sure whether a lot of people, Chelsea fans were saying it's the fact that Rafa Benitez was playing him and giving him games why Jose didn't play him, because Jose can be petty like that sometimes. So, yeah, but there's been links to Tottenham. Obviously, Tottenham may lose both centre-halves this year with Alderweireld and what's the other guy? Vertonghen not signing new contracts yet, so they're probably looking for centre-half. So that may be a possibility. So Ake to Chelsea, if I was to rate that, I'll give it a solid 7 out of 10. For him to go to Tottenham, because he will move on, he's that good a player, he will move on. To Tottenham, I'll give that one a 6. This week's wow moment, it has to be KOVACIC has scored a goal for Chelsea. Ooh, can't believe it. After, I don't know how many games it is, but after a season and a half, without scoring. Kovacic scored, and not only did he score a goal, he scored a big goal for Chelsea because we needed it under those circumstances. We were under the cosh, and then he bang straight up the other field, and it was a good goal as well. Great first touch and a decent finish as well. So that has to be the wow moment of the week, of the year. So for that, Kovacic, you get my weekly round of applause. Right, my final weekly wish is for a speedy recovery to Tammy Abraham. Yesterday he went off with what looked like a nasty looking injury when he fell badly on his hip. But in the post-match press conference, Frank Lampard said it wasn't as bad as first feared, but he has to have an x-ray. So I'm hoping that the x-ray doesn't reveal anything too bad and that he doesn't have a lengthy time out of the side, because as you can see when he came off, our attacking force wasn't as potent. He gives us a lot with his movement, and he's always on the go, keeping defenders busy. We saw when Michy Batshuayi came on that he wasn't as effective. So we don't really want a long period where Michy Batshuayi is leading the line. Michy Batshuayi is good coming on for the last 15-20 minutes to give us a goal. As a very good impact player, but not a starter for me anyway. So let's hope Abraham comes back fighting fit and continues on his rich vein of goal scoring. So that's my wrap up for this week. So here's hoping for good sets of results. We got a West Ham who are in a bit of trouble over the weekend, so a victory over West Ham will be nice as well, and that's followed by a game against Aston Villa in midweek. So guys, take care, and I hope you all have a fantastic weekend.